Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Euglena and today we are going to start with the basics of BlueJ. So BlueJ is basically a platform where we can run Java programs. So basically today I'm going to start discussing about Java, the basics, and then we are going to proceed more. So before I start, I would like to say what Java is. Basically Java is an language which is platform independent. That means you can write this program in any place. It can be written in any software. It can be written in BlueJ, in other platforms like Java Points, then in Notepad also. So firstly, I'm going to start using BlueJ because this particular software has been specially designed for us to work with Java. So here on my screen you can see a blue bird icon. So when I click onto this, my Java screen is going to open. So basically this is your Java screen. Now here you can see that there are many options here in this bar. There is something called project, edit, tools, view, help, etc. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to click onto project. Now suppose we want to write our first program. Something that's really important that we have to do is we have to click on to project. Then there are many options like new project. Suppose you want to create a new project, say you want to write a new code. So you click on to new project. Okay, I'm going to show you how you do this later. First let me just discuss about all these points. Then we have open project. Suppose you have done many projects. Here I have done a few. For example, making triangle or simple interest, etc. So you open that. Now suppose you have done some project recently, say within few minutes or seconds, then it's going to show that. Now as I've told you that it is not always necessary that you have to do Java on BlueJ. This is basically platform independent, so you can do it on any other software. So suppose you do it in Notepad or in Java T-Point, then what you do, you can click onto this option and you can open your Java coding from there. Now there's something called zip or RAR or jar. So that is basically, you must be knowing that sometimes the files that we have are compressed in zip files, RAR files, etc. and it's transferred from one device to another device which is situated a little far away. So you do that, and then these are the options I guess you can very well understand: save, save as, import, etc. But the one that's important for us today is this one. So we are going to open a new project. I click onto this. So here it says that computer 1 copy. So I say OK. So here my window opens. Now this window is the project window. So in this project window, I can form many classes. So what do I mean by classes? Classes means, for example, you go to any website. The website has many web pages, right? Similarly, imagine that these projects are the websites. And every website has many web pages. Similarly, every project has many new classes. So, how do you create the class here? Excuse me. We create it. We click on to new class. Okay. We create it. Say for example, here they're asking for the class name. Say I write Java. Say Java first. And make sure that the class name has only, you can either write one word or suppose you want to write two words like this, you have to use an underscore. You cannot use anything other than that. Okay, and you do not change anything out here. You have to choose the language. In this case we are doing Java, so I don't think we have to change it anymore. Let's start. I press OK. You click onto this. You see a very huge file opens up, right? here you see that there are a lot of things written. You simply go till the end, you place delete. Okay, now let me start by the Java statement. So the first and most important basic structure is the class name. So here I write class, I keep a gap, and I give the class name as Java, or say first. Then I press enter. I open my second bracket, okay, curly bracket. I go place enter and I write the very important statement that is called the main method statement. This statement is important in any Java program we write. I write public, keep a gap, static, void main, right? I don't leave any gap and I put the second braces. I go down, I press enter. So this statement out here, which is the public static void main, is called the main method. So we are going to discuss about what do we mean by that in the next few lectures, but let's discuss a little bit about it here. Now over here, suppose you want to write a statement. What do? You write system dot out dot print ln. You write this statement. You just go a little down so that it looks better, and you put the second brackets. In this second bracket, suppose you want to write, say something like my first day in Java. What do? You put double inverted comma and write this is okay. I write a system dot println, right? Then I put okay. After giving the punctuation, I press enter. I close the second bracket. I press enter again, and I close the second bracket. That means this, right? Now what we do is so I erase this public. It has to be in small letter, and system has to be in capital letter. So you must be very important when you do that, right? So this is a very basic code that we have learned today. Now, how will you know if your statement has any problem, or if the computer is totally being able to understand what you are saying or not? So for that, what you do, you click on to compile. I compile, and here it says that class compiled, no syntax error. So this basically means that my coding has no errors and that the computer can easily understand what I'm saying. Good, so it is saved. Now let's see our output. So for that I need to close this. I'm closing this. Now I excuse me, I go onto the program class. I click. Here I see many options like new first, void main, open this. There are a lot of things. What I do, I open void main. And as I open, here you can see the result in a terminal window. It says this is my first day and it's printed. So today we learned how we can write our first code with the help of this. Let me just go back to the program so that you can have a better look once again. Let me again start. Class first, that is the class name we have given. Then we have put the second bracket in which we have written public static void main, and we have put the first bracket. Now let me tell you the necessity of these components. Here public means the main function access. Okay? Static signifies the declaration. I have void, which is the main function. It is the main functioning, and main is a function. And here basically there's a concept of array. So string arg array, basically you write it like that. It's basically string arg, then you put third bracket out here. So this is the basically the way you write it, but that's for higher grade softwares, but in BlueJ it is not used, and so it's saying syntax error. So I just keep it to it. So it's the significance of that statement. Now let me talk to you about the significance of system.out.println. So basically this statement is dealing with us printing the letter or printing the sentence, okay? And in the brackets under double inverted comma, we write the statement, the numbers, etc., right? And then we close all the brackets possible. And when I compile it, if I see that it's showing no syntax error, I'm going to be very sure about the fact that I'm correct. So I'm really happy to tell you this much, and I'm coming back in the next session, and we are going to discuss about a little more advanced technique in which we are going to deal with numbers, integer and double. Once again, thank you so much. This was the Euglena. Hope you had fun. Bye.